Good afternoon, students, and welcome to this video. In this video, we'll be doing the chapter, the adverbs. This is the second part of the video, and in the first part, I had already explained to you what an adverb is. I am just giving a short recap in this video again. So, what are adverbs? Adverbs describe a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. They give more meaning and information to a sentence, or you could say an adverb adds or changes the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or an adverb in any given situation. I had also told you about kinds of adverbs. There are 7 kinds mentioned here. We have adverb of manner, which shows us how an action is performed or how something happened. We have adverb of place, which shows us where an action took place or where something takes place. We have adverbs of time that show us when an action took place. Then we have adverbs of frequency that tell us how often something happens or how often an action is performed. We have adverbs of degree that tell us to what intensity something happens or to what power something happens or to what degree something happens, and we use the question how much for that. Then we have interrogative adverbs. These are used to begin a sentence, to ask questions, so they are adverbs that are used to ask questions. Then we have adverbs of affirmation and negation. You can see them here. These are adverbs that declare something is true or some equivalent expression or negative statement having a logical position is called affirmation or adverb of affirmation and negation. And words that we use in this adverb are words like no longer, hardly, very, never, surely, certainly, and definitely. These are the words that are basically used with adverbs of affirmation and negation. And next we had done formation of adverbs. We had done all the 3 forms. You can see it in the previous video. In this video, we will be doing the position of adverbs. You have learned that there are 3 places in a sentence where an adverb can be put. They are the front position, the mid position, and the end position in a sentence. If we see the example here, then the crowd quickly moved away. Then here is an adverb which is in the front position. Quickly is an adverb which is in the middle position, and away is an adverb that is in the end position. Now here they have explained how the mid position is used. Mid position means near the verb. We have to read this to understand this. I am always reading novels. Here, am is our auxiliary verb, I is our subject, always is our adverb that is adding meaning to reading. It says I am always reading novels. So what am I doing always? I'm always reading novels. So here always is our adverb. We are subject again, don't is our auxiliary verb, and this is our adverb normally which is placed in the center. It is in the middle position. And this is our main verb, sleep. We are basically talking about sleep. Before 11. We don't normally sleep before 11. Then the guests are subject. Are is our auxiliary verb. Just is our adverb over here. And this is the main verb, departing. We are just departing. He is outside gardening. So he is gardening where? Outside. So here our adverb of place is placed in the middle. So the adverbs after the auxiliary, that is am, don't, are, is, are placed before the adverb. Question form. Are you always reading novels? Is he outside gardening? Which means that same sentences we can change to question form using or starting a sentence with the auxiliary verb are. So, are you always reading novels? Is he outside gardening? When the verb be is on its own, we put the adverb after it, which simply means that when we are using the adverbs, the helping verbs of be, that is am, is, are, was, were, etc., then we put the adverb after it. I am, normally this is an adverb. I am home, no, I am normally home by 6. So what we must understand is that even without the adverb, if you don't use it, the sentence construction is correct. I am home by 6. It is not wrong, but adverb adds to the meaning or modifies a verb, an adverb, or an adjective. And another important thing that I wish to tell you was this, that adjectives are describing words for nouns. They can only be used with nouns or pronouns. Rest of the words, all words in fact in English that describe, add meaning, or tell us something, or modify the meaning of other words in English. It could be sentences, prepositions, it could be adjectives, it could be adverbs, it could be verbs. All of them come under the category of adverbs. Now proceeding on, when there is stress on the main verb be or on the auxiliary, the adverb is to be placed before it. Like, you definitely look stressed out. I really have to go. So when there is a stress on the main verb, here main verb is really. Or on the auxiliary, the main verb is have. This is an auxiliary verb. So where do we place the adverb? We place the adverb really before the auxiliary verb or the main verb. Now auxiliary verbs, this tells us that auxiliary verbs can be used as helping verbs also, and they can also be used as main verbs. Now an adverb does not usually go between the verb and the object. Generally an adverb is not placed between the verb and the object. But here they've done it. See, he ate his breakfast quickly. So in this sentence also they have specified that we cannot use an adverb between a verb and an object. So here our adverb goes in the end position. He ate his breakfast. Ate is our verb, breakfast is our object. When? How? Quickly. This is telling us the manner. So he ate his breakfast quickly. Quickly is our adverb. We played Scrabble yesterday. So when, this is adverb of time, we played, our verb, Scrabble or object, and adverb of time, yesterday, comes at the end position. Then we have adverbs of manner, place and time. What are they telling us? Adverbs of manner, place and time usually go in the end position. This is specified that when we are using adverb of manner, place or time, then generally we put them in the end position in a sentence. That is after the verb or after the object if there is one. Next we have adverb of manner. They are specifying it now. Adverb of manner, we use words like hard, well, fast, carefully, quietly, etc. Examples: he sang well. How did he sing? In what manner did he sing? He sang well. He does not work quietly. He does his work quietly. So how does he do his work? Quietly. It is telling us the manner in which he does the work. The train is moving slowly. In what manner is the train moving? Slowly. So these adverbs come in the category of adverb of manner. Next we have adverb of place. There, everywhere, here. These are the words used to describe adverb of place. And adverb of time, we use words like now, then, yet, today. For example, there is snow everywhere. Adverb of place, where? Everywhere. Then they arrived late. When did they arrive? Late. So another example, put the piano there. Put the piano where? There. So this is adverb of place. He met me yesterday. When did he meet me? Yesterday. So this is adverb of time. Next we have adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency use words like often, always, never, rarely, etc. And some other adverbs like already, nearly, almost. You can see them here. Just, quiet, etc. are also used in the same manner. These are also adverbs of frequency. So they are normally placed where in a sentence? They are normally placed in the mid position. So what do you have to remember? That adverbs of frequency are placed in the mid position in a sentence. That is between the subject and the verb if the verb consists of only one word. If there are two or more words in a verb, such adverbs are put after the first verb. Now, they are telling us this thing that when the adverb is in the mid position, then it will be between the subject and the verb. And for example, if there are two verbs in a sentence, then our adverb will be placed after the first verb. For example, she has often told me this. He has never seen a shopping mall. He usually plays squash in the evening. So, our adverb usually is placed before our verb plays. Now in this, she has often told me. We have two verbs here. We have has and we have told. It is placed after the first verb. So in the same manner, he has never seen a shopping mall. Here again we have has as our verb and seen as our verb, and our adverb is placed after the first verb, which is a helping verb. Now sentence adverbs. What are sentence adverbs? An adverb or adverbial phrase. Sentence adverbs are generally known as adverbs or adverbial phrase. These express a writer's or speaker's attitude to the content of the sentence in which it occurs. Now a sentence adverb is a word phrase. They are telling us that it is a word phrase, and phrases generally are words that do not contain verbs. You can say that they are like incomplete sentences that make sense but not complete sense. So we use words like certainly, perhaps, lucky, of course. These are words that we generally use. It says something about a situation, about the situation described in that sentence. So the adverb can go where? In front, middle position or end position. So they are telling us that in sentence adverbs, it is not mandatory that the adverb goes in the beginning. It can also go in the middle and it can also go in the end position. Sometimes we place a comma after or before the adverb, especially in front or the end. Now they've given us two examples here. For perhaps it's my lucky day. Of course, she was late as usual. We probably won't get any lunch. Maybe you'll be lucky. So in these sentences, you can see that our adverb is placed anywhere. It could be towards the end also. It could be towards the middle also. So in both first beginning sentences, we have it right in the front, in front position. So this is all, children, about the position of adverbs and sentence adverbs. If there are any queries, we can deal with them in class. Thank you for watching.